This is the Work Ladder Creator Micro 2. And honestly, I didn't expect this tiny thing to become such an important part of my ZBrush setup, but now after 8 months of using it every single day, it's become completely irreplaceable for me. This isn't going to be a video on like, here are all the features going super in depth. More of a 8 months later, do I regret the purchase or do I really like this device? And I mean, spoiler alert, I do. So the basic idea of the Creator Micro 2 is that it is a macro keypad in the sense that you can swap out all these keys, program them to be whatever you want to do, and have it for shortcuts in programs or whatever workflow you need it to do. The basic idea is pretty simple. I have the Creator Micro set up to emulate more or less the left-hand side of my keyboard. As someone who spends over 8 hours a day sculpting in ZBrush, constantly having to reach over to my keyboard got frustrating. So now I can have this off to the side, which makes things a lot easier. So obviously, apart from the keys, there are a few other things here. You have this little joystick and this knob as well. The knob has become one of my favorite things. I've actually got it set up for Control Z, so undo when I scroll counterclockwise, and then redo when I go clockwise. The reason being, when you're sculpting, a lot of the times you'll do a little bit and realize that's not quite what you want to do, and you do a lot of undoing and redoing and going back and forth. Rather than having to tap away on the keyboard, I have this nice little knob that I can just sort of, as my hand's sitting there, sort of rotate it around. It's nice and easy that way. And it's one of those things that after you've used it for a little bit, it's actually really hard to go back to using Control Z. I'm so used to just twisting this knob to undo things. As I mentioned, the little joystick here, this is probably my second favorite thing. Basically, it, as I said, is a joystick and you can rotate it around. And I think it gets up to, I want to say around 10 different programmable directions, I guess you would say. So you point it in a direction and that will select a key on the keyboard. I have this set up to be my brush selector. So basically all the brushes I use really frequently in ZBrush are assigned to a numbered hotkey 1 through 8. By using this joystick and just pushing it in the direction I want, I can quickly select the brush that I use. It's made sculpting so much faster because at the end of the day, there are probably 5 brushes I switch between on a regular basis, and having them just at a quick finger, basically a little slap of the joystick, makes it so much faster to select the brushes. And then obviously for the ones that I use on occasion, I can just press the B key and select them the normal way. The customizability of the Creator Micro is sort of why I've stuck with it for so long. I've been able to sort of hone it in to be the perfect sort of companion to my workflow. I mentioned at the start, I've set it up to be the left-hand side of my keyboard, but not every key I use that frequently. So I've removed those and put other ones in that make more sense. And if you want to know sort of the in-depths of how I have mine set up specifically for 3D character art and all the things that I would use it for, leave a comment down below and maybe I'll create either like a short or another video just going in depth as to how I have mine set up key by key. Now, obviously being a macro keypad, it works really well with PC and Mac. I'm sure it works great with Linux as well. The software that you can download, the input software, which you use to configure it, is really intuitive and easy to use. No issues. You get multiple profiles as well. So I've been able to set mine up for a profile on my Mac, which I use at home, and a profile at work on the PC. You have this little touchpad down the bottom here to switch between them. It's probably one of my least favorite parts of the design because it's not the most intuitive thing if it's not connecting and whatever, but hey, no product is perfect. And that sort of leads me on to the price of this thing because it is not cheap. It's about $200 US, which is a lot of money, especially for something that is very niche. So I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. If you are someone looking for something to have off to the side, yeah, I think it's great. You know, if you compare that price to other products on the market, it is actually comparatively priced, but it's still quite expensive. And even though you can customize this, get different keycaps, Work Louder isn't known for being cheap. So things are expensive. I'll let you guys decide if that's your budget or not. Link to Work Louder down below. Not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. It's been 8 months since I've been using this device, and I sort of picked it up on a whim. I just loved the sort of design of it, and I wanted to give it a go. Would I buy it again? 100%. It is pretty much the only thing I use now if I'm sculpting in ZBrush. In fact, if I come home and I'm doing some sculpting, gotta come with me because I just love using it so much. Ergonomically, where this sits on my desk, it just works perfectly for what I use it for. As I mentioned already throughout this video a few times, it might not be for everyone, but if you are someone who's looking for a little macro keypad and you do digital art or something like that, this could be a great option. Is the Creator Micro expensive? Yeah, definitely. Would I buy it again? Also definitely. It's an incredible product. I don't think you'd be disappointed. And as I mentioned, if you want to see how I've got this set up for my workflow as a character artist, leave a comment down below and I'll maybe do a quick video explaining in depth on how that works. If you want to check this out, there's a link down below. You can suss it out. I'm not affiliated with them at all. I just really like the product. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.